Thank you, Mrs. Scott. There's no way out of thank you. You're quiet as a mouse, aren't you, Mr. Scott? But I know you're there.
Lily, I want you to listen to me. There's no way in the world that you can get away with this. Draper knows I'm here. He knows you're here, too.
It is Scott.
I told him he was here.
Oh, no, he's not.
She's going to call the police, Molly. The police will come here. They'll find
But
her.
I told you, Mrs. Scott, it doesn't matter.
I'm going to...
Emily has to be.
Molly, I am going upstairs and I am going to take my baby and I'm getting out of here. Lydia, stop!
Oh, you have just said everything so much easier. Oh, yes, Mrs. Scott, this is so much better. Things quiet like that. Oh, makes it so much easier. I know sometimes.
Obsessed. That's the word.
The word is convinced. Calvin, I have never been more certain in my entire life that Raven Swift is our killer. Now, I will even bet you that she's probably already left town.
Why? Simply because she wasn't home when you called her at midnight.
Calvin, it is after midnight. And don't tell me she's out visiting friends because she doesn't have any.
Oh, I don't know. Some women have a way of making friends rather easily.
The chief doesn't even know where she is. And if anybody should know where she is...
Now, what makes you think that she tells him her schedule? Or that if he knew it, he'd tell you?
It's true. He knows all too well how I feel about her.
Well, you know how he feels about her. I mean, if they had some sort of a rendezvous set up, he may very well want it to remain secret.
No. Calvin, the way I see it, she's already realized she'd backed herself up into a corner by admitting that she was at the Unicorn the night that Elliot was killed.
Red, she cleared that up by naming the killer.
Out of desperation, yes. She named Kelly McGrath. Now she realizes she's got to back up that statement in court, and she's got to face Mike Carr's cross-examination.
Listen, it is 1:30. I will bet you that Raven is at home right now, tucked away in her little bed.
You're on. Need a dime?
Yeah.
Here you go.
You got a number?
Oh, yeah. Look under the skin.
Okay, and if she does answer the phone, you pick up the check.
You got it.
Thought I heard you rattling around in here.
Sorry.
Can't sleep because of the storm? I remember when I was a kid and I couldn't sleep because I was afraid of the thunder. My mom used to come in and said, "Don't worry, it's just the angels up there bowling."
I can't sleep because April and the baby out at the place in Oakdale bothers me.
Well, at least you know she's not in New York with Logan. Gotta feel good about that.
I don't know why that ever went into my head. It must have been crazy to think something like that. Must be the weather.
What do you think we'd call at this time of night? It's 1:30. Think it's that blonde at the bar, huh? Maybe you might have to take in an all-night movie. Cliff Nelson residence.
Cliff Nelson?
Yeah. Hey, she's got a very deep voice. Yeah, this is Cliff.
This is Miles Cavanaugh. I'm really sorry to call you this late at night, but I got to speak with Draper.
Yeah, sure. It's your brother-in-law.
Miles?
Yeah. I didn't know the doctors called in the middle of the night. I thought that was the other way around.
Miles, there's something wrong with April.
No, Draper, I'm calling about Emily Michaels.
Emily Michaels, what about her?
She was just here looking for April. She was in an agitated state. That's putting it mildly. I thought you ought to know about it.
What did she want, Miles?
Well, it's difficult to get any sort of coherent story out of her. It was obvious you two had some kind of confrontation this evening, huh?
Yeah, we had some words, Miles. I told her about... would you mind, Cliff?
Oh, yeah, sure. I don't mind at all. Right.
Yeah, Miles, we had some words. I told her some things that probably upset her. I told her she just had to get out of our lives. Just leave us alone.
Yes, well, I don't know whether it's going to be that easy, Draper. I mean, obviously, she's still a little bit disturbed. She told me point blank that she had no intention of leaving you alone.
Miles, she can't do that. It's the only way for April and me to take it... Cliff, will you give me 2 minutes alone with my brother-in-law, please?
Oh, yeah, all right. I'm going. Jeez. This guy can't even eavesdrop in his own apartment.
Miles, you know what my situation is. Woman is using the baby as a club against me. I won't let her do it anymore, Miles. I told her I was never going to see her again.
Listen, all right. Have you spoken with April?
Oh, yeah. She's at the place in Oakdale. You know, she told me she wanted to go out there and be alone for a while to think things over.
Yeah, she told me that's how she felt.
Yeah, what about me, Miles? What about the way I feel about it? Well, I don't care, Miles. I've just made up my mind. I'm going out there regardless of what April says. I'm going right now.
Hey, Draper, wait a minute. That stuff about going to an all-night movie was just a joke.
Cliff, I gotta go out.
This weather, you crazy? It's not fit for man, nor beast, nor attorney.
Cliff, I'm going to go to Oakdale. Thanks a lot for the hospitality.
Terrific. Well, drive carefully. I don't want to be a one-man law firm. Hey, Mom, they're doing more than just bowling up there. It sounds like they're demolishing the whole place.
No, I put it here. Yeah. There we are. Well, let's see. Do I know how to make a noose? I really don't know how to do any of these things. But... Oh. April wouldn't either. So I can't...
I'm here, Mrs. Goodman.
Business. Do you know what time it is?
Yes, I do.
What kind of a doc are you? You should be here of early to bed and early to rise.
First thing they taught us in med school.
And you told me you wanted to be up at the crack of dawn tomorrow for your wife's operation.
Well, I'm not performing the operation, Mrs. Goodman. I just want to be around when it takes place.
Yeah, but you want to be around and awake, too, don't you?
I will go upstairs in a few minutes.
You're worried about this one, aren't you, huh?
Well, not so much about the operation. There's not much question about its surgical success, you know.
Yeah, I know. You told me about that. It's the time it takes before you know whether the transplant's going to work or not, right?
Right. See, I have a whole month to do my worrying in.
Oh, Doc, you're not going to put me through this for a whole month, are you?
Oh, I promise to be good.
Yeah, but you got something else on your mind, don't you? That woman that was here tonight, I know.
Yes, I could have done without that.
She really upset you, didn't she? I can tell.
A little bit. I'm almost glad April wasn't here. It would have upset her even more.
Who was she, anyway?
Her name is Emily Michaels.
Was she a patient of yours? You know, I think she needs a psychiatrist more than an MD.
No, she's not a patient. She used to be a friend of April and Draper's.
Oh, a friend, huh? You're kidding me, aren't you? She looked more like an enemy to me.
Everything I wanted out there, Sharkey. Everything.
Even the rain?
Oh, yeah, even the rain. Oh, I would revel in it. I'd walk in a downpour and I'd get soaking wet and I would laugh like a child.
And where would you walk, huh? Straight to him? The guy you call your husband?
He is not my husband. You know that.
Yeah, I know that, but you don't know that. You don't know that, honey. You can't admit it. You're humoring me.
No, I'm not.
Well, don't give me that. I could see the way your mind was working. Clickety, clickety, click. If I went to see him, all soaking wet, he'd take me in his arms and hold me real close. Then you'd be all warm and dry.
I wasn't thinking any such thing.
Sure you were. That's all you ever think about. It doesn't matter that your so-called husband's got a wife and a kid
But
and a
I
home.
stopped dreaming that dream.
Sure. And it ain't gonna rain no more either.
It is true, Sharkey. I swear it. All I wanted my freedom. That's all I see when I look out this window. Freedom to do what I want to do and to be myself.
Yeah, what brought about this sudden change, huh? Huh? Oh, I know. Don't tell me. You had a real good session with the doctor, right? The doc sat you down and said, Emily, I know your problem. Your problem is you had too much milk on your cornflakes when you were 3 years old, right?
Why won't you believe me? I don't dream of Draper anymore. I don't even think about him.
Okay, fine. I believe you. Because that means we're even. You see, I stopped dreaming, too. About you. And me. Together.
Sharkey. Don't say that. I don't know how much it hurts me to hear you say that.
Come on, don't give me that. What are you taking me for, some kind of chump? Don't you think that I see every time I come near you, you got this guy Draper on the brain?
Yeah, but not anymore, I swear it. I think the only thing that's on my mind is my big, ferocious shark.
What are you doing now, huh? What's the game you're playing now?
Maybe I dreamed the wrong dream for too long, but maybe you stopped dreaming too soon,
I want to believe you. But I know you. You can't be trusted.
Sharky, hey, come on. You know that I am cured. I'm cured of my illness, cured of all of my illusions. Honey, there's only one thing I want now. Problem is, it's kind of hard to get what you want in a place like this. You know what I mean? is why I want to be on the outside. That's why I want both of us to be on the outside.
Both of us?
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. I know you do. Oh. Don't be alone. I'm really alone.
Oh, there's a way. There's a way. I mean, let's get a little privacy around here.
But how? I can't even leave this room.
You don't have to leave. See, there's a certain sign you hang on the door. It's a special sign. Keeps everybody out, even the doctors. I got hold of one of those signs I put on the door. And nobody, I mean nobody, would bother us. We're all alone.
So why don't you get the sign?
Maybe I can find a stool or a box or... Oh! Now I just have to go upstairs and find a stool or something. Easy.